Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 mod preview video. I'll show you the mods that I prepare for the upcoming FS25. And today it's mainly about my German farm building pack for FS25. But before I show it to you, I should tell you that the FS22 Southern German Farm Buildings Pack with similar buildings than those, but much bigger, will get an update with a few bugs that I repaired, like the bales looking out of the bale storage and such. And it is already waiting at ModHub for 1 week, and I think it will take another 2 or 3 weeks just to begin with the test. So it will take maybe nearly till release of FS25 till this update comes out. So that is about the existing Southern Farm Buildings Pack with around 44 buildings. And now we switch to the upcoming FS25 German Farm Buildings Pack, which has only 16 buildings because I thought the other one is just an overkill. I had 12 farm buildings, and yeah, that's just not needed to have so many buildings. And I reduced this to the most important buildings, only 3 farm buildings and not all types of shed, and only 1 type of base color. As you can see, I decided for some brownish gray roof, which is really common in southern Germany. Yeah, and that is how I will make my German Farm Buildings Pack, or the first version of it. And as you can see, it will have 3 farmhouses, and here 1 garage, 1 little bakery, a buying station and a garden shed. Then we have silo that sits in a house. We have a barn with a vehicle shed, and a bigger barn, both with bale and pallet storage. Then we have a normal wooden silo. We have 2 open sheds and 2 closed sheds with doors and a fermenting silo. And now we just land, and then I'll show you around. Maybe we just start here. This is the garden shed and the buying station, the little bakery and a garage. And here we have 1 of 3 farmhouses. This is a 1-story farmhouse. And here we can see the small living room and kitchen and dining, bedroom and kids room. And here for the outside, this is a 2-story house. This is so to say the signature farmhouse of this pack. And this is the smaller version, and then we have the minimalistic version. So here we have a bigger dining area, living area, and the kitchen in a separate room. And as you can see, this hallway is in the other house. It is used as kitchen and dining because we don't need the stairs, and here we need the stairs. Here we have the bedroom and the it's already unfolded. We have a small office room with a guest sleeping area. And we have a kids' room. And some balcony and porches and such. And then the slot saving house, which I should call minimalistic because they don't like it if I call it slot saving. This is more or less the same house like the big one, but with more basic furniture and with less decoration. And in FS22 I managed to bring it down to 10 slots, and the biggest one had nearly 40 slots or so, this heavily decorated. Yeah, okay, now we have this big corner barn, and I added light switches for the insides, and only for the big buildings, not for the smaller buildings, because in the smaller buildings the triggers for the doors and such, they are so close together that it would be really difficult or rather impossible to add a light switch. And in the big buildings it's not such a big problem, and therefore I added light switches here, but only for the inside. The outside has automatic lighting. And yeah, here we have how many bales? 500, 700, 700. And in this you can have, we will see here with the light switch. Now it's out and on. And we have 500 bales or pallets that you can store on top. The difference between those two is not only the big corner, but also at the big one you can go upstairs, and this one you can't go upstairs. You could only fly and have a look through those windows, but there is no stair. And here we have the silo that is hidden in a house. And there we have the wooden silo without a house. Then we have two of those open sheds and with plaster walls. And I didn't add my whole series of sheds that I used to add in a lot of my packs, because I have a separate pack with sheds with wooden walls where you have color choice, or for everything that is green here you have color choice. And yeah, and one reason to make a separate mod pack for this is I don't want to add those sheds with every building pack that I do, and therefore I thought here I can add two of them, and just the biggest and the smallest one, and who wants the medium sizes can use my dedicated shed pack. So, and here we have those back walls that go up and down, and this is a small barn, or rather small barn, and what I call medium-sized barn. And later, when FS25 has released, I will put some decorative stuff inside that it's not so completely empty. But right now I can't take the existing one, because then I need to change all the path when FS25 comes out, and I have to see whether I have to deliver the textures myself or whether they are somewhere hidden in the new game and so. And therefore I thought, okay, decoration of those halls comes later. And finally here we have the fermenting silo. Yeah, and you will be able, if the mod hub allows it, to produce silage not only from grass and chaff but also from straw, and there will be recipes when you add water you get digestate that you can use to fertilize your fields. Okay, that's about the upcoming German Farmbuildings Pack. But that's not the only thing that I'm preparing. I started with some other things as well, but they are not yet ready. But I have something to show you about this. The first one is the farmhouse of my upcoming American Farmbuildings Pack. There will be an American Farmbuildings Pack as well, with different buildings, more in the American style. And this will be one version of the farmhouse. It will come in 4 versions, and the base is always the same, but then we have 2 different roof types, and each of them is available or will be available with garage or without garage. And the floor plan is from DJ Goham, and he used to live in a house with this floor plan some years ago, and he draw this floor plan for me, and yeah, and I started building it to make a house that is more or less like his former house where he lived in. And I have 2 images. This is the living room. At this image I stand at the front door, so to say, just coming into the house, and the first thing you see is the living room, and the left side from here is a TV, and when you go to the right side you come to a little hallway to an office with computers and such for YouTubers and farm sim players, but I don't have an image right now. When this is more ready, I will make a dedicated video about this too. And here we have the kitchen and dining area, and there through the door you can see the office area. And it will have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and 1 washroom. Yeah, that's about it. And at the back side another porch with a grill and a little dining area. And then when I heard that the spinach can't be stored, I thought at once, oh, we need a freezing factory for refrigerated food for spinach with and without creams, and then we could add frozen peas, frozen beans and mixed vegetables and things like that, and French fries and strawberry ice cream. So I already have quite a bunch of recipes and products, but before I will go on working further on this mod, I will wait what Giants can tell us about the new productions. They announced that they will tell us something about upcoming productions. And when there will be a base game frozen food factory, then I will only make this one later, because then there is no hurry. But when there won't be a frozen food factory, then this will rise in priority and I will make it as early as possible. And the building that you see is the existing grape factory from FS22, and I gave it different textures, but as you can see, the sign on the top is still the raisins, and I will change this and change the doors and so, and I will decorate it when I start working on this. And I have to build all those product palettes and such. Yeah, but this depends on what we will get in the base game of FS25. Okay, that's about it, what I have to show you today about my upcoming mods. And keep in mind, right now, the mods that I make a preview about are still FS22 mods, because I don't have FS25 and no new Giants editor like all of you. Nobody has it yet. But I can prepare quite a lot. I can build the buildings and the furniture and all this kinds of stuff. And then when FS25 releases, then I have to do the conversion. And I hope there won't be so much work to do to bring them from FS22 to FS25. Yeah, that I can release a lot of my mods rather soon, because maybe you already know I already made quite several of those preview videos. I prepared quite a lot of my mods already with everything I learned through the last 3 years to make the mods better, and they are just sitting there and waiting to be converted to FS25. Yeah, that's about it. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.